question number 2. Hey, I hope you watched the first video. If not, this is your first intro. I'm doing a little series here, just a few questions that I get asked a lot on trademarks, and I thought it would be fun to sort of do it in video format and kind of put it out there weekly so you guys can digest digest each question as they come at you. So here we are. We're on question number 2, which I get asked a ton. And I said this in the first video, but this is not meant to be legal advice. I don't know you and I don't know your situation. This is just some knowledge I'm passing along to you. If you would like to become my client and you are anywhere in the world, I can help you with this trademark business. So feel free to email me. My email address will be in the box below. So just open it up and shoot me an email. So question number 2 that I get asked a ton when it comes to trademarks is, how much is it going to cost? And like any good attorney, the answer is it depends. So I don't recommend that you file a trademark on your own at all. I don't recommend using LegalZoom. There are a million reasons why using LegalZoom is a terrible idea. You can check my website for an article on that, but also just in general, they're not doing the proper searches. And then if they get an office action, which 9 times out of 10, these applications do get an office action. They're not there to answer it, and they're not gonna help you. So they're just gonna tell you that you've gotten an office action and then leave you on your own. So you'll have wasted money. I don't know what their fees are, like $400 or $500 plus the filing fee. It's a bad idea. So fees are going to depend on the attorney that you work with, because you are gonna work with an attorney. But the basics are, most attorneys will charge probably flat fee for the search and analysis, and then let you know whether or not your mark is even registerable. Is that a word? If you can even register your mark. So that's going to be part of the fee, and that's usually about $500 to $600, because there's a lot of time that goes into the search and to make sure that it's thorough, and then of course the analysis on your search results and whether or not your mark is available for registration. And then the application itself, they're going to charge a flat fee for their time filling out the application, submitting it. They might charge more if there's an office action, and like I said, there's usually an office action. Kind of depends on the office action itself for how much they're going to charge there. And again, most attorneys do this flat fee, but it could be hourly. I do it flat fee, so if you have questions about my particular rates, email me. And then filing fees. So this is going to be the same across the board. So the USPTO website, there are 2 different types of applications. There is a $225 application and then a $275 application. I always counsel my clients to go the $275 route. Of course, if they want to use the $225 route because they think it's going to save them money, that is their prerogative. However, it doesn't usually end up saving you money at all. It actually usually ends up costing money for various reasons, but the point is the $275 application kind of allows you to make some changes and it's a little more malleable, whereas the $225 application is not. And then that price is going to be based off of the amount of international classes that you're registering the mark with. So what does that mean? Okay, so let's say you have an apparel company, but you would also like to make backpacks, watches, and coffee mugs. Apparel includes some things. Apparel in and of itself is an international class with the USPTO. And it includes certain things, but it does not necessarily include watches, or it might include handbags. But the point is, you could end up having to spend $275 times 2 or 3, depending on the class of goods or services that you would like that mark to be registered for. So the way trademarks work is the way the registration works is that you're only protected in the class of goods or services that you register in. So if you are an apparel company and you have this great name, this great logo, and then somebody opens up a restaurant under the same name, since you're not registered in the restaurant business, it's more than likely that they are allowed to go ahead and use that. And of course, really with apparel and restaurants, you're not in the same industry, and you're probably not going to run into any issues with one another. But basically that's how it works, just to sort of put it into perspective. So your costs are going to depend on the attorney that you work with, but usually I would say between $1,000 and $3,000 for the total application and search process and any office actions. And then within that $1,000 to $3,000 will likely include your $275 filing fee, times maybe 1 or 2 different international classes. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any more questions, of course, email me or comment below. I would love to hear from you, and I would also love to help you with your trademarks. So I will see you guys in the next video for the next question.